Greetings, everybody. That's not really a good spot for that. Let's put you right there. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. Is that gonna stay? No. So, I've decided to make a video, kind of like a biography, if you will, because I'm really doing my best to reach out, and I just want someone in my life, a friend. And it's not, I don't even, to be honest, no, I don't want a friend. I want a partner. I want a girl in my life, a woman that is willing to go to bat to me just as much as I'm willing to fight for her. Now, let's go back in time, because there was a point in time I did have that. I did have a girl in my life, and I had what I wanted at this point, but yet, back when I was younger, I didn't see it that way. For some reason, I was wanting more, trying to strive for more. And it's not that I was wanting more, or I wanted to find myself in, I guess, a stable job, I guess, that pays well, to where I can not only ultimately provide for my family, but we get to go do fun stuff. Get to do stuff. Like, I don't believe just working your butt off and then staying home and doing jack shit. That's not a way to live a life. Especially for your kids, man. If you're by yourself, fine. Do that. But if you have kids, they don't want to fucking stay at home and they want to get out and do shit. But back to what I was saying, I was with a woman and we dated off and on throughout the years, and there came point in time where I did knock her up. I got her pregnant. And not gonna lie, first things out of my mind, like out of my head, was, oh fuck, what have I done? I mean, I am proud and I'm glad and I'm grateful for my son, but the fact that he is not with me right now kills me. Like, right now, he is being raised by other people, and I'm gonna get to that. So, after years of me and her dating, and we finally did get married back in 2018, unfortunately, in the year 2019, I went because of my overall mental health and my bipolarness, I guess, I went completely fucking insane in the year 2019. And it started out with someone pulling a very bad prank on me, which destroyed my trust in a lot of things. And it caused a lot of problems. And by the end of the relationship, it almost costed my wife's job. So I left the area for a bit, got myself back under control, and I was actually cleaning myself up to get into trucking. But unfortunately, things didn't happen that way, and I've pretty much had to go back up to Michigan, back into the same toxic environment that I've tried to fix, or leave to come back to fix, I guess. I don't really know how to say that. And then only to find out that there are 4 people living in my house now, besides me, my wife, and my son, and our respective cat and dog that we had. It was just that. But these people also brought in, like, their animals, which is 10 plus, because the lady had a daughter that would just pick up random cats and be like, oh, he needs a home. No, put that cat back outside. I don't have the money for feed that mouth. Put it back outside. But no. And but the end, I want to say it lasted for about a month after I came back before things started getting really bad. And I would argue with these people because they didn't work. They didn't have a job. Oh, they collected Social Security, but that was only based on income, like just all that they get. And they had to be very greedy and frugal with what they spend their money on. And they ended up pretty much undermining me getting kicked out because I was the villain. I was the one that, quote unquote, didn't do anything when I actually did do shit. I worked my fucking ass off. I was one of the only few that actually would clean that fucking pigsty of a fucking trailer when those four didn't do shit. And it really taught me not to trust people anymore. What they did to me destroyed everything I had with trusting humans. And I've struggled ever since then to try to find at least someone. And it's just shit. Just shit. Everywhere I go. No matter where I go, it's always shit. And it's like, I don't understand. Like, the world that I knew, the values and everything that I grew up with, doesn't fucking exist. People don't care. They really don't. And the fact that I'm even making this video, trying at least, it's gonna fall on empty ears. Nobody's gonna view it. No one's gonna fucking care. No one. And that's part of the sad reason why some of us, like, I really feel like just nuke the fucking planet. Fuck it all. Fuck you all. Like, I'm done. Like, I want to be happy too. But yet, I just want a person in my life to connect with. It's all I want. It's all I ever fucking wanted. But the thing is, I realized that of all my friends I've had through the years, my feelings were never mutual. Except for maybe one dude. And I don't even get to talk to him anymore. We're like, well, let me rephrase that. I went a long period without talking to him, and he just popped into on my radar again because, you know, I lost his number 15 years ago, and I just happened to find him on Facebook. Booyah. But he was one of my best friends. A genuine, outstanding fucking guy. But back on what I was saying, I ended up getting kicked out. I ended up even being accused of certain things. I have been lied to. And I even had my own son kept from me. I know I made my mistakes, but that's not cool. And yet, I'm still having to pay the bitch child support when the bitch doesn't even have my fucking son. How is that right? Like, I could just kill myself and she won't get shit from it anymore. But then again, if I kill, no one would fucking care. But my point is, like, what I'm getting at, it's not even a point. I'm just telling a fucking story at this point. She kicks me out. Literally comes at me when at my most vulnerable moment, like spot. I was literally on the porcelain throne, taking a deuce. And she just comes into the bathroom, looks me straight in the face and says, "When are you gonna get out?" Say the least, I just packed all my shit and I got out that fucking day. I'm sorry, you're not gonna make me feel that way. I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna reject me like that and then just, no. And what's even worse, let me back up here. Remember I said that I was accused of some things? She went as far as try to accuse me of doing shit to my son. And when the truth was finally revealed, of course I never did anything. I'd rather die. And plus, I have an extreme prejudice against pedophiles. They should all burn and die. But after I'd left, this was when apparently things started getting haywire with my son, and apparently it was around the time I got accused of this, because apparently he found a red dong that my wife had, and apparently it was my fault. So the dots never really added up. But as time progressed, and I pretty much lost contact with her for a while, because I mean, apparently her boyfriend at the time was very abusive, beat the shit out of her, treated her like fucking shit, even fucking cut her a couple times, and made this woman feel like she's just piece of shit. And the worst part about it, that he tried to do a polyamorous relationship. And I'm sorry, this woman, the woman that I personally loved, she wasn't no fucking polyamorous bullshit. She's a fucking monogamous. She's a one single done deal fucking partner. No one else. Just her. Just that person. So the fact that someone forced it's stupid. It's disgusting. And even worse, let me continue on about as far as my son. It was later revealed that he was the one doing shit to my son. He was the one that was touching my son, doing shit to my son, all while lying and saying I was the one who did it because I was the scapegoat, apparently. But I wasn't even the fucking picture. I was in Louisville, Kentucky, in a sober living place, doing what I can to get back on my feet after the bullshit. And continued further. They did whatever for a few more years, until finally it apparently came to a head where he had her held hostage in a hotel room where she couldn't leave, she couldn't do anything, she barely could eat apparently. And all the while I'm wondering what the fuck's going on with my son during this process, because by the end of it she ends up voluntarily giving up her rights to our son to where he can go into a safe environment. I get that. I'm actually very proud of her for finally doing that. I just wish she would have contacted me. Really wish, because I had several people in my family that would take my son in a heartbeat, just long enough to get either to where me or her get back into a place where we can actually take care of him. But no, she didn't do it. She was scared, manipulated, brainwashed, if you will. To me, all this is just fucking excuses not to call. That's what I feel. It just feels like excuses, because that's what I've been told whenever I do something like that. It may not be the exact, but similar. People would tell me, "Oh, that's just an excuse. That's just a bullshit excuse." So you're telling me it's legit? No, it's a fucking excuse. She could have fucking called, but she didn't. She chose not to. And now, after everything's said and done, I had to sign my rights away from my son. And yeah, I could have fought for him. I could have. But at that moment, I was living like this, living out of a van. Granted, this is a Jeep, but I was living out of a van at that point. I didn't have a real good, solid job. And I couldn't take care of him. I couldn't. And it made me feel like shit for it. I feel like shit for it. That was my boy. I should be there for him. But he also made his choice that he liked the people that he was staying with, and they did to him. They wanted to adopt him. And with him being the age that he was, I gave it up to where he could have a childhood, where he could have a life. And now here I am. I'm by myself, working a dead-end stupid job. Like, I'm on the verge of gonna kill myself. I'm on the verge. I have no plan. It's essentially just, I pretty much got the gun in hand, pointed to my fucking head, and I'm just waiting to pull the trigger at this point. I'm trying to find reasons to keep living. But I'm so goddamn alone. I just want someone. And it's not fair. This society is so goddamn fucked. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry. You have a nice day.